Dear students, today we will start the chapter inverse trigonometric function. In this chapter, it is necessary that you should remember all the previous formulas of plane trigonometry, without which we cannot solve this chapter and we cannot solve the problems of this chapter. Therefore, first let us have a brief introduction of some of the very important tables and some of the formulas here. So first here we have the table of the trigonometric function of sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec, and corresponding values of the 0 degrees, 15 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 75 degrees, and 90 degrees. And you know you are very much acquainted with it. Please take it down. Then we will have the another table also, that is the 90 plus 90 minus, like that. Just you have this table, and remember, you should remember it by heart. Pause. And very important table is of the minus theta, 90 minus theta, 90 plus theta, and so on so forth is there. Here you may remember this table, or we have one hint to remember the table. So I will give you the hint. Carefully try to understand, please. And by following that, you yourself can fill up this table. So one thing is that there are two types of the function which are changing. That is sin theta changes to cos theta changes to sin theta. Tan theta changes to cot theta changes to tan theta. Similarly, sec theta changes to cosec changes to sec. What are those angles? Those are 90 plus or minus theta and 270 plus or minus theta. For example, you see 90 plus theta. 90 plus, whenever you get 90 plus, the answer will be cos theta. Now next, whether it is plus cos theta or minus cos theta, we have to check up by this table. By this is the coordinate system here. In this coordinates, we should know if the angle lies between 0 and 90 degrees, all trigonometrical ratios have positive sign. If the angle lies between 90 degrees and 180 degrees, only sin theta and cos theta are positive, remaining all are negative. So we have written only positive values, remaining will be treated as negative values. Here it is, tan theta and cot theta are positive if the angle is between 180 and 270. Similarly, if angle is between 270 and 360, cos theta and sec theta are positive in the fourth quadrant. Keeping these 2 points in mind, we can remember we can require. For example, suppose we are writing what is the value of tan 90 minus theta. Tan 90 minus theta means here it is tan. Whenever we say that it is changing angle, the value of tan will become cot theta. And cot theta, whether it is plus cot theta or minus cot theta, we have to check up this table. So 90 minus, this is 90, minus means again reverse. So that is in the first quadrant. And in the first quadrant, we see that all trigonometrical ratios have positive sign. Therefore, the value of tan must also be positive, that is cot theta. Similarly, let us write down the value of cot 180 minus theta. Cot 180 minus theta, here we have to write down. 180 means it is not in the changing angle. The value of cot theta will be cot only. But whether it is plus cot theta or minus cot theta, we have to check up. So 180 minus 180 minus means it is in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, cot is negative, so it is minus cot theta. Minus cot theta. And here it is. Let us write down here. It is cos of 270 minus theta. 270 means it is of the changing angle. Changing angle means cos will become, it is cos will become sine. Whether it is plus sine or minus sine, we have to check up here. So 270 minus. So it is in the third quadrant. In the third quadrant, cos is negative. It is minus sine. Cos is negative in the third quadrant. Similarly, let us write down what is the value of it is. It is sine of minus theta. Sine of minus theta. Minus theta means, you see here, plus theta is, it is measured in the anti-clockwise direction. Minus theta means it is clockwise direction. The angle comes in the fourth quadrant, and it is not the changing angle. Sin x will become sin x only, sin theta only. But whether it is positive or negative, we see that in the fourth quadrant, sine is negative. It is minus sine. Like this, we can fill up the table. Even if you remember these two tricks permanently, then at the time of solving the problem, you can easily use these tricks and write down the value. So we will complete this table. See here, it is sine minus theta. Sine is minus sine theta. It is plus theta, and tan is minus tan theta. It is minus cot theta. It is sec is plus sec theta, and it is minus cosec. So sine is, it is changing angle. Sine will become cos, and the first quadrant it is positive. Cos will become sine. In the first quadrant it is positive. Tan will become cot will become tan, and sec will become cosec, and cosec will become sec. Now 90 plus theta. 90 plus theta is a changing angle. Sine will become, it is cos, and 90 plus theta is second quadrant. In second quadrant, sine is positive. Let it be positive only. It is cos will become sine, and here it is, which quadrant it is? It is the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, cos is negative. Similarly, it is minus cot theta. It is minus tan theta. It is minus, it is cosec theta, and it is sec theta. 180 minus is not a changing angle. So therefore, we should write down the value of sine is sine theta, and 180 minus means second quadrant. In the second quadrant, sine is positive, and it is cos. Cos is, here it is negative. It is tan is, it is negative, and here it is sec is, it is negative. Cosec is also, it is negative, and cosec is positive, because sine and cosec are positive in the first quadrant. Now 180 means it is not a changing angle. It is in the third quadrant. In third quadrant, not a changing angle. Sine remains sine, but here it is positive sign. So positive, it is sine is negative here, and cos will be, again it is cos is negative here. Tan is positive. Cot is also positive, and sec is, it is negative, minus sec theta, and here it is cosec is also, it is negative, it is minus cosec. So 270, changing angle. Sine will become cos. And 270 minus sine it is negative. And here it is, tan will become cot, cot is positive. Here tan is positive. Cot will become tan, cot is also positive here. Sec will become cosec, and cosec is also it is negative. And it will be minus it is sec theta. And 270 plus theta, then last fourth quadrant. Sine will become, changing angle is there, cos. And it is here in the fourth quadrant, the value of sine must be negative. Cos will become sine. And cos is positive. Tan will become cot. Cot is negative. Cot will become tan. That is negative. Sec will become cosec. Cosec, and that is sec is positive, and moreover cosec. Cosec is also it is negative. It is minus it is sec theta. And now here it is 270 means after taking one complete round, again will be the first quadrant, angle remains same, sine will be sine, cos will be cos, tan will be tan, cot will be cot, sec will be it is sec, and cosec will be it is cosec. Here many of the students they do one mistake here. Please carefully try to understand. Here for example, see here, we are writing the value of sine minus theta. Value of sine minus theta if we are writing, it is sine theta will be there because it is not a changing angle. And minus theta in fourth quadrant, value of this sine is negative here. Not this sine opted. We should not take this one. This is our answer. Actual value we see to this here. For example, see here it is. We are taking cos. What is the value of cos 180 minus theta? Cos 180 minus theta is it is cos theta, and quadrant is it is third quadrant. Third quadrant, this cos is negative. We have put minus sign. This is true for all values here. This is also a very important table to solve the problems of the inverse trigonometric function. Please don't go further unless and until you are thorough on these two tables. And remaining problem of the trigonometry we will clear as the problem appears. One by one we will clear each and everything. But these two you must remember it, get it by heart, these two tables here. Now let us define what are the inverse trigonometric function. We define it now. See carefully here. It is, suppose we have an equation, if it is x is equal to sine y, is an equation. Here we see that the value of x is expressed in terms of y. Now there is sine of y. Now we want to express y in terms of x. Then how we should define? Then we can write, here it is, y can be written as, it is y is equal to sine inverse of x. But not for all values, under certain restrictions on very particular values, where the value of x will be in between -1 and +1, and the value of y will be between -π/2 to it is +π. Look here, between these the value of y will be between -π/2 to +π/2. This holds good. This equation y is equal to sine inverse x holds good when these two conditions are satisfied. Then and then only. If we are getting a value beyond these conditions, then we reject it, and that is not acceptable for us, because it is true only for this value. This is the value of x. This value is called as the domain of the function sine inverse x. And this value minus pi by 2 is less than or equal to y is less than or equal to plus pi by 2 is called the range of this function sine inverse. Similarly we define the that is, for example, you see here, suppose x is equal to cos y, then we can write it is y is equal to cos inverse x if and only if, that is if and only if and only if it is the value of x should be in between minus and 1 and plus 1, and the value of y should be between 0 and it is pi, 180 pi. For this value only this holds good, this is acceptable, and for all other values which are not here, the function is not acceptable. Again it is the domain of this function cos inverse, it is the range of the cos inverse. Let us have a table giving all the domain and range of all trigonometrical values. Pause. Now look here, we have formed a table of domain and range of all the inverse trigonometric functions. Here sine inverse have domain as the closed interval minus 1 to plus 1. We know why we have written the closed interval means it includes all the values which are there between minus 1 and plus 1 as well as the extreme value, that is minus 1 and plus 1 also. And similarly the range, or it is also called as the principal value. Principal value is from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, which is also closed interval. Similarly cos inverse is in domain is minus 1 to 1 and range is 0 to pi. By looking to this you can understand that the answer of the cos inverse cannot be negative, because its principal value is start from 0 and it is up to 180 degrees. Similarly tan inverse x. So tan inverse x we have, it is the domain is given by the real numbers. All real numbers are allowed, but the principal value or range is from the this is the open interval from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Open interval means it includes all the value between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 except the extreme values, that is minus pi by 2 and pi by 2 are not included. Remaining value which are there in between, they are included. Similarly cot inverse have the domain a real number and range is the open interval 0 to pi. Similarly sec inverse x have a set of all real numbers except this interval, open interval minus 1 to plus 1. We cannot take these values, and range is given by the closed interval 0 to pi except pi by 2. The set of pi by 2 is removed here, subtracted, because it is not included. Similarly cosec inverse is from the set of all real number except the open interval minus 1 to 1, and here it is range is given by minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 except 0. 0 is subtracted from pi. Four set of formulas to put, which is the elementary formulas of the inverse function. Let us take the first set of formula, that is here. First one is sine inverse 1 by x is equal to it is cosec inverse of it is x, where between x is greater than or equal to 1 and or it is x is less than or equal to it minus. Second one is it is cos inverse 1 by x, that is equal to here it is sec inverse x, and here it is x is greater than or equal to minus 1. We have the third formula as it is tan inverse of 1 by x is equal to cot inverse of x, where x is greater than it is 0. These are the three set of formulas which are proof is very similar. Look here. First we prove it is first one. Look here. We suppose let sine inverse of 1 by x is equal to y. Then by the definition, because we suppose that it is already in that restrictions having same domain and same range. We don't discuss each and every time. So it is understood that when it is given, it is understood that it is satisfying the given condition. So therefore 1 by x is equal to it is sin y by the definition of inverse function. So therefore by cross multiplication 1 by sin y is equal to it is x. But 1 by sin means what it is? Cosec y. Cosec y is equal to x. Or y is equal to, by the definition again, we can write cosec inverse x. But the value of y is, we have supposed it as sin inverse 1 by x. We can write here it is value of y, that is sin inverse 1 by x is equal to cosec inverse x, that is the first formula for this here. Similarly, we put the second with the same line. What is that? Let us suppose here it is, let cosec cos inverse 1 by x is equal to sec inverse x. Now by the definition 1 by x is equal to it is y. By the definition 1 by x is equal to it is cos y. Cross multiplication 1 by cos y is equal to it is x. 1 by cos means what? Sec y. Sec y is equal to x. Or y is equal to it is sec inverse of x. But the value of y from equation 1 is it is cos inverse 1 by x. We substitute here. Cos inverse 1 by x is equal to it is sec inverse 1 by x. Now on the same line, you can prove the third one. We give it as even homework. So take this and prove it, the third one, but the same line. The second set of formulas, that is sine inverse of minus x is equal to minus sine inverse of x, where x belongs to it is minus 1 to it is 1. Second one, it is tan inverse of minus x is equal to minus tan inverse of it is x, where x belongs to real number r. And the third one is it is cosec inverse of minus x is equal to minus cosec inverse of x, where mod of x is greater than or equal to 1. We have to prove this here by this in here one by one. It is sin inverse minus x, tan inverse minus x, and cos inverse minus x. So for this, let us take first one. We suppose let sin inverse of minus x is equal to what? Then minus x is equal to what? By the definition, sin y. Multiply by minus sin. X will become it is minus sin y. But this minus sin y, we can write minus sin theta is equal to sin minus theta. Look here. Sin minus theta is minus sin theta. We can write this here. Again, we take to this side, that is by the definition of the inverse function, sin inverse x is equal to it is minus 1. Or multiplying by minus sin, it is minus sin inverse x is equal to it is y. But what is the value of y from equation 1? It is nothing but it is y is equal to sine inverse of it is minus x. That gives you. Similarly, by the same way, these two will you as a homework. Suppose this as y and multiply by minus sign like this and take tan inverse minus x is equal to minus tan inverse x and do that. Similarly, third one also you can do it as homework. Formulas that is given by here, it is cos inverse minus x is equal to pi minus cos inverse x, where the value of x x belongs to minus 1 to it is plus 1. Second one is sec inverse of minus x, that is also equal to pi minus sec inverse of it is x. Here the mod of x is greater than or equal to it is 1. And here third one is it is cot inverse of minus x, that is equal to pi minus it is cot inverse of it is x, where x belongs to it is r. So this set of formulas again will prove. Look here how to solve this. First one let us take. Let cos inverse of minus x is equal to 1. By the definition, minus x is equal to cos of 1. Multiply by minus sign. X is equal to minus cos y. Minus cos y can be written as cos 180 minus y. Cos 180 minus theta minus cos theta. By that we can write. So again by definition, cos inverse x is equal to pi minus y. So here it is, we can write, therefore y is equal to pi minus it is cos inverse it is x. But from equation 1, the value of y is given by cos inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus it is cos inverse x. That is the formula. Remaining two formulas are to be proved on the same line which knew it as homework. Now fourth set of formulas, that is, first one is, it is sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to it is pi by 2, where x belongs to it is minus 1 to it is plus 1. Second, tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to it is pi by 2, where x belongs to it is r. Third one is it is cosec inverse x plus sec inverse x is equal to pi by 2, where it is mod of x is greater than or equal to 1. So we have to prove it. Now carefully, first let us prove the first one. Look here, it is let sine inverse x is equal to y. Then x is equal to what? Sine y. This sine y can be written as cos 90 minus y. Cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. So therefore sin y can be written cos 90 minus y. Right? That is equal to here. By the definition, cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2 minus y. Or we can write, taking y to that side, it is y plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. But the value of y from equation 1 is, it is sin inverse x plus cos inverse x, that is equal to pi by 2, which is the first result. This result many times he has asked in the examination for 2 marks. So this is the same way you can prove. This is also asked. All three have been asked here. So you can prove by the supposing tan inverse x is equal to y, and by the same way cosec inverse is equal to y, you can prove that. This is this one. apart from these four set of the formulas, we have a general definition of the inverse function. You know, inverse function, for example, sine inverse of it is sine x. Whenever they appear sine and sine inverse immediately, because they are inverse of each other, they cancel each other. The value will be it is x. Similarly, cos or cos inverse. Whenever they appear immediately, they cancel each other. Similarly, tan and tan inverse, sec and sec inverse or sec. Whenever they appear immediately, they cancel each other. And this is the fundamental property of the inverse function. We make use of this property in solving the problem. Let us solve some problems of some basic fundamental problems of the inverse function. Find the principal value of it is sine inverse of it is 1 by root. Look here. Now you have the table and you should remember the value sine inverse of. What is the value of 1 by root 2 in terms of sine? So if you remember, sine 45 is equal to 1 by root. So therefore 1 by root 2 can be written as sine pi by 4, because sine 45 is 1 by root. Now sine and sine inverse cancel each other. The answer is pi by 4. And directly, if you remember this value pi by 4, you can write down sine inverse 1 by root 2 is equal to pi by 4, because sine pi by 4 is equal to 1 by 4. Similarly, you see here, second value we write down. Here it is cos inverse of it is root 3 by 2. Now we have to write down the value of root 3 by 2 what in terms of cos. We know cos 60 is equal to it is cos 30 is equal to it is 1. Therefore cos inverse of it is pi by 60. Now cos and cos inverse cancel each other. Our answer is pi by 6. Now you see here it is third one, tan inverse of 1. Now let us write down the value of 1 in terms of tan. What is the value of tan or 1 in terms of tan? Tan 45 is 1. By the definition, tan and tan inverse cancel each other. The answer is 1. These are the false positive. Next three. Sine inverse of it is minus 1 by 2. First we have to solve the sine inverse of it is minus x. See the formula. Sine inverse minus x is equal to what? Minus sine inverse x. Minus sine inverse x. And now write down the value of 1 by 2 in terms of sine. What it is? Sine of pi by 6, because sine 30 is 1 by 2. Now sine and sine inverse cancel each other. It is minus pi by 6. Now second value. It is second, we write cos inverse of it is minus 1 by root. Minus 1 by 2. That is here. First we use the formula cos inverse minus x. Use in the third set of formula, you know, cos inverse minus x is pi minus cos inverse x. Look here. Cos inverse minus x is pi minus cos inverse x. Now here we write is pi minus cos inverse 1 by 2 we write down in terms of cos as cos pi by 3. Cos 60 is equal to 1 by 2. Now you can cancel cos and cos inverse. Pi minus pi by 3. That is equal to, take LCM, it is 2 pi by 3 is the value of cos inverse minus 1 by 2. Now look here it is, we take the another value, that is sec inverse, it is 2 by root 3. Sec inverse 2 by root 3. It is having only positive sign, So we can write it is, that is, in terms of sec we have to write down. It is sec of it is pi by 3. Sec 60 is equal to 2 by root 3. So therefore it is pi by 6. Now they cancel each other, it is pi by 6. So these are the simple equations of this trigonometric function. Here, look here, it is cosec inverse of minus root 3. Cosec inverse minus 2. See the set of formulas. Cosec inverse minus x is equal to minus cosec inverse of x. Now write down the value of root 2 in terms of cosec. Cosec 45. Now cosec and cosec inverse cancel each other. It is 45 minus 45. Cot inverse of it is minus 1 by root 3. Cot inverse of minus. See the formula. Cot inverse minus x. That is what? Pi minus cot inverse x. Pi minus cot inverse x. So here it is now pi minus cot. To remove this cot inverse, write down the value of 1 by root 3 in terms of cot inverse. That is, cot of it is pi by it is 3. Now cot and cot inverse cancel each other. Pi minus pi by 3. Take LCM, that is 2 pi by 3. Answer for that. Pause. The value of tan inverse 1 minus it is cos inverse of it is minus 1 by 2 plus sin inverse of it is minus 1 by 2. Now look here, that is tan inverse of, let us write down the value of 1 in terms of tan, that is tan 45 is 1, tan inverse 1, minus cos inverse minus x, that is pi minus cos inverse of x. That formula we have to apply. And then sin inverse minus x, by the formula sin inverse of x minus sin inverse of x. We write down like this. Now then again it get cancelled, it is pi by 4. Open the bracket, minus pi, minus of minus plus here, cos inverse of x, cos inverse. 1 by 2 in terms of cos is cos pi by 3. Minus sin inverse. 1 by 2 in terms of sin is sin of it is pi by 6. And then here it is pi by 4 minus pi. Here cos and cos inverse cancel each other. It is plus pi by 3. Sin and sin inverse cancel each other, plus pi by 6. So now we need to find out the LCM. What is the LCM? Here it is. The 4 is LCM. 6 pi minus 24 pi plus it is
8
minus it is 4. It is 14 pi by 24 or it is 7 pi by 12 is the answer for this problem. Given this simplification of this problem. Again simplify. Look here. Simplify. Inverse root 3 minus, it is sec inverse, it is minus 2. Look here, we have to simplify this. It is that is equal to tan inverse. Write down the value of root 3 in terms of tan. That is tan of pi by 3. Tan 60 is root 3 minus. Now you see here sec inverse minus x. That is pi minus sec inverse x. Applying the formula. And again, this cancel each other. Pi by 3 minus pi minus into minus plus here. Sec inverse, it is. Now what is the value of 2 in terms of sec? That is equal to cos sec of it is pi by 3. Sec 60 is equal to, it is 2 here. That is pi by 3 minus pi. Now it get cancelled. Again pi by 3. Pi by 3 plus pi by 3 is 2 pi by 3 minus pi. Take LCM. 3 is the LCM. 2 pi minus 3 pi. The answer is minus pi by 3. That is the required simplification of